long ago, before the world of men was formed, in the heavens and on the earth, there were only gods and immortal beings. Among all the treasures of the universe, there was one most precious, Amerta, the water of life. Whoever drank from it would gain immortality. Yet immortality was not something meant for just any creature. Thus, the vessel of Amerta was guarded by mighty serpents in the seventh heaven, a place unreachable by mortals. But this story is not merely about the water of life. It is a tale of sacrifice, of courage, of a mighty bird who would one day be known as Garuda. Was no ordinary bird. He was born from the lineage of sages and divine beings. Yet, his mother was bound in slavery because of an unjust pact with the serpents. Every day, Garuda watched his mother forced to serve without freedom. His heart burned with anguish. He swore that one day he would free his mother, even if it cost him his life. The serpents gave him a condition. If you can bring us Amerta, the water of immortality, then your mother shall be free, they said. Garuda accepted the challenge, though he knew the task was nearly impossible. With golden wings spread as wide as the sky, Garuda began to soar. He pierced through layers of clouds, braving raging winds and storms of lightning. His wings gleamed like a second sun, illuminating the path through the darkness. The journey was far from easy. In the first layer of the heavens, Garuda faced a blazing desert of fire. Rivers of molten lava flowed like streams, their heat capable of consuming any living being. Yet Garuda kept beating his wings, shielding himself with divine light. In the next realm stretched a cosmic ocean without end. Waves, as tall as mountains, rose to swallow him whole. Yet Garuda soared higher, piercing through the storming tides that sought to destroy him. Garuda flew onward, passing a cosmic mountain that rose high into the heavens. The mountain was shrouded in divine mist, guarded by strange celestial beings. Yet Garuda did not falter. His eyes remained fixed upon his goal, the Amerta, resting at the peak of the seventh heaven. But the higher he soared, the greater the obstacles became. Black clouds rolled across the skies. Lightning struck without end. His wings were torn, his body battered by the storm, yet his resolve remained unshaken. And at last, he reached the seventh heaven. There mighty serpents awaited him. Their bodies were as vast as mountains, their scales gleaming like steel. Their eyes blazed crimson, and tongues of fire flickered from their jaws. Stop where you are, O bird. The Amerta is not for you. The roar of the serpents thundered, shaking the very heavens. Garuda spread his wings, and the battle erupted. The serpents coiled around him, seeking to crush his very bones. But with his sharp beak, Garuda tore through their coils. The dragon's fire scorched the heavens. Yet, Garuda's wings shone like a shield of light. The battle raged on. Flames mingled with lightning, and the sky itself seemed to shatter. Garuda was wounded, his feathers torn and falling, his blood dripping down to the earth. Yet he did not yield. One by one, the serpents fell before his might. When the battle was over, Garuda stepped forward. Before him stood the vessel of Amerta, shining brighter than 1,000 suns. Its light pierced through the darkness, awakening hope. Garuda drew closer. With trembling hands, he reached for the vessel, and as he touched it, the heavens were filled with golden radiance. It was as though time itself had stopped. For a brief moment, Garuda thought to himself, if I drink this Amerta, I shall become immortal. I shall be stronger than the gods themselves. Yet he quickly remembered his mother, bound in the chains of slavery. He realized this mission was not for himself. It was a mission born of love and sacrifice. Garuda soared back, carrying the vessel of Amerta. He approached the serpents, and, with a resounding voice, declared, I have brought what you demanded, my mother. The serpents were astonished. They had never imagined that Garuda could accomplish such a task. At last, they released Vanata, Garuda's mother. Tears of joy flowed, for Garuda had fulfilled his sacred vow. But Garuda did not hand the Amerta to the serpents. He knew that if it ever fell into their hands, the world would be doomed. With wisdom, he carried the vessel to the gods to preserve the balance of the universe. And so, Garuda became a hero. He did not drink the Amerta, though he could have gained immortality. Instead, he chose the path of sacrifice for the love of his mother.